challenges. Quite clear that over the years, this House have had challenges to deal with many issues that affects funding in our sports generally. We have had instances where the ministry I superintend over has been described as a football ministry because funding is mostly secured to support just football. When indeed, when we talk about sports, it goes beyond football. There have been many attempts to put together a funding system that will enable the ministry execute its program by bringing on board many more sporting disciplines and supporting them. Cabinet, in its wisdom, gave approval for this bill to be submitted to Parliament for Parliament to consider it so that for the first time the country will have a sports development fund, a fund that will draw from many sources as indicated in the bill that has been laid before this House, that when approved, we will not have the challenges of funding our sports, and sports will grow to bring about development and support other progressive activities that we do in this country. Mr. Speaker, with these short words, I believe that this will suffice the request of the Deputy Minority within the rules of the House. Thank you.
As a way, I am some honorable sports minister, Kofi D. Adams, the two guy, they want some money in a sports biller. On also, I say, baby, fan a man on a crabia, the betumuno, a beboa, a developer, a sports. Or my Munami Martina had to folk a ball a Nations FC. Now, coach, did you dramani in some kaka and so at to jar. Ahead of game or more any nations able?
I think first of all is to see the cycling of the team, to see to it that we are refocusing and we are resetting our mentality in terms of what is ahead of us. We are in a marathon competition, which means that every week is a new event, and so it is just to reset our mentality in terms of what is just in front of us. Areas where we faltered is very decisive moments where we need to make the right decisions in terms of a quality move, a quality pass, and then a better execution. And so these areas are areas that we keep emphasizing on, that we need to be very, very consistent in terms of how we need to do things and be more sustainable. And I believe that once we are able to keep those areas to grow into our game, I'm very positive that we should be able to turn our opportunities into chances and then chances into better outcomes. In terms of our tactical approach, first of all, it is more better of players making the right decisions rather than tactics. In respect of how you want your team to play tactically, if your team lacks the ability to make right decisions in key moments of the game, it still comes to nothing. And so we are more focusing on making right decisions in very key moments of the game. And I believe that we should be able to tame them in terms of their abilities, and then we should be able to enforce our play onto them.
Wey sema coach Didi Dramani dia tuja head of Nyame Adoma game Ebaso Ewo Legon had to folk any Nations FC Kelvin Osasibe, and so edin some kakra tuja so mbe win game no against Nations FC.
We are not okay with the players are not okay, and the same thing applies to the supporters. We know our supporters are not okay concerning the 2 defeats that we have received. But we know the same, that's sometimes how the game is going to be. Sometimes you lose the game, sometimes you win a game, another time you draw again. But you know the same, we are focusing on our next game because we are playing match after match. So we forget about what has happened previously and focusing towards our next game. And we are going to do our maximum best to turn things around to make you the supporters happy. We know the fans are not okay, but this time around we are bringing all energy that we have to turn things around and also to make them happy. Because we know for our past 2 games that we have lost, I know they are not okay. We the players too, we are not okay. But coming into Saturday's game, we are going all out to do our maximum best to turn things around to make the supporters happy.
Wey sema Kelvin Osasibe had to folk deputy captain at the 2 jar. Yade ho sem no ma ejumade nso nti Nyame Adoma tia game no Baso had to folk any Nations FC na ede ehye so na Nyame Adoma ochira jumade bi nso Baso ewo mensia National House of Chiefs na Sanukroko and so swearing in the ama supporters chairman ayi no na nyame adum ochina nya ono nko yebesua ono na executives a ombeye adwuma no yebesua omo in na first vice chairman de nyina nim say chairman Solomon Fosuware na eba bedi ade no na Bismarck mami nye we hu adwuma ho na project in screen so na tifu hu nyame adum ochina dwumadi na eba so no mo a positions no
omo can boom ni chama so la sum
supporters yes na nyame adum ochina 10 a.m. ana jumadi no baso House of Chiefs menshia regional national House of Chiefs menshia yebeswe chairman Solomon Fosuware on the executives no in na na meeting course musia kotoko IMC entotoye ehwe niema omo briefi IMC no niema mpese omo bey ombeye de aboa santi korokobo boku no tinyame adom achi asori nbamu a ebaso a chairman Solomon Fosuware ede na nisu ade hunu musa ni manifesto ni no keka niema bebre tino ode na nisu ade hunu ne plans a woman supporters no and so ever tumpenifo anim ana obibia weba ho bia no or betu nanim.
I'm much interested in the executives. I don't know.
Me ma just na Rafael Kofi Atakora.
Was you na adwuma no so.
Ti me ma okay. Miss Mark ma we na the project we ma.
And they should be committed to the man. What you this same.
Omo a
ne nhyehyeye.
Nyame ya adoma.
Adoma no ebetimi aye toten.
Omo be ye adwuma no aboa chairman solo no. Okay, Miss Mark ko ma list na project ma me. Na afi ye omo ba be boa. Johnny live on Facebook up him so already on Facebook. Me ba choba like page na me share na fa comment no eto ase e ma me ye be kinkan ni nyina e de amount. Akwesi Julius the message be about say I agree with Kokrozin. Heart-to-folk players have been receiving their salaries for years and months. The team houses them and to the extent of feeding. It is just recently that they started paying their light bill, so meaning they don't spend much of their money. Most of them earn above. Most of them earn above 5,000 cedis. So if there has been a problem where salaries are not paid for 3 months, are the players telling us that they don't have money for their upkeep until they are paid? Who says they are playing, or who says they are playing with an empty stomach? The teams feed them day and night, so the case because there is no way the team will keep their money. I can see Julius, o message no Ibrahim. I can see o message no sa babim. Okay, you now say o be so ka bibi. My uncle ko ni so bia. Memo bye. Join live on Facebook. Nyame ad watch na name see ana exclusively to Opimso Radio. Ya dey meti for. Na omo ba be adwuma no din ni na woso no. Executive chairman Solomon Fosuware. First vice chairman Norbert Kwanche. Second vice Emmanuel Yao Yeboa. Chairman Yeboa no. Secretary ni Dr. Kojo Ademu Nunkum. Financial officer ASP Michael Safunimo. Security coordinator Captain Kofi Ouseusu. Public relations officer Frederick Kwakufusu. Organizer Alexander Sarimenu. Chairman Les no. Deputy organizer Mr. Richard Mafo. Treasurer no Patrick Eduseye Boa. O papa. Deputy treasurer ni Chairman Enoch DVL no. Schools and colleges call Ama Emmanuel Ankra. international relations ya Prince Oseaje Kum one Commander Graphics. Who's a commander Felix Eduse Bahane.
Okay.
On a deputy. Women organizer.
Oseaje Kum so the honor man no pedada o.
No pre.
Of course.
Opre onya butre.
Okay.
Aye. Honorable Prince.
Honorable Prince Oseaje Kum.
Women organizer Mercy Mensa. First deputy women organizer Philomena Osei. Second deputy women organizer Stella Jesse. Head of protocol and special duties. Woye soja new Agnes Obo. Ana deputy protocol and special duties here Ismail Abdul Razak. And so list ni nyadi nyambo chari aka no. Ebe to your media relations and then
media no atakrash mana
Etino I say
media
no ntiyame
kwame tubo
atakrash
tubo atakra ni mo
say
me say media na ya sero mi busa na you come here no kan
ntino
Say no so much.
that's open them
yebe list no mo maka no when you na ya adwuma mo ba be ye de aboa krobia sane gorkobobo ekuo no friends appears all these executives of Koroko National Circuit should come and sacrifice for the sake of Kotoko.
Yes.
Chairman Solo Obia ono no ye mo ene nam ye na nante kakra no da bia wo ya de okache o se Kotoko sika de on hwese obi bedi and unni na do sakobo Kotoko sika mu a on de e ba che kroba me achew ti yami admuch I think said Chairman Solona edna no disem enso betu yanti yem fancy na yentoa so yami admuch so ye Saturday ye tena se ade aka nyina ye de ebeto aso e de ama